Now let's look at the model. Um, we have the visualization. So we have the market segmentation, okay, the total market size, and then that market is segmented into different layers of based on current movie going rate, and then with the subscription price and the cost, we get the break even movie going rate, and with those two we estimate those two as well as the consumer sensitivity, we estimate the probability of subscription and then multiply that with the segment, we get the number of subscribers. The number of subscribers times subscription price will give you the revenue, and then the number of admissions with the admissions cost will give you cost in each segment, and then we find the profit within the segment. So we start with segmenting the market. So we have total market size is 10 million. So let's format it like that for easy reading. Okay. And then we have market segmented in this fashion. So we have movie going rate, okay, and then the fraction of the total 10 million. So now let's go ahead and format this. Okay, the same decimal places throughout, and then we'll center it like that. Then we'll do the fraction that way. Fraction is already in 2 decimal places. We'll put a border underneath. Then this fraction should sum to 1. Okay, so if you look at the sum, it is 1, because that's the rule for probability. So what we are saying here is that the segment where the current movie going rate is 16 is 1% of the total market size. 5 is 1%, and so on. Okay, and this is the input that we are starting out with. So I'm going to use light blue like that for input. Okay, now from this we can find what is the average movie going rate by multiplying and summing the number of movies seen in each segment multiplied by the fraction, and then sum that product. So you can do this with the sum product function in Excel. So take the x values and the corresponding fractions, and that will give us the current movie going rate average for the entire movie going population. So that's about 0.77. So now we have the subscription price of $9.95, admissions price of 8.97, and that gives us, okay, take that, divide by that gives us the current break-even number of movies. Okay. So now we have the segment is the same as here. Okay, so this is where we're going to do all the computations. So let's start with the segment, and by setting this equal to that cell, so you get that, and then we copy. That's the last one. Okay. Now we have the increase in movies per month with pass. Okay, so we are going to assume an initial value of 25%. So there will be an increase after they subscribe. Their movie going rate will increase by 25%. So that is a uncertain variable, okay, that we need to analyze on. So I'll use a gray background. And then the consumer sensitivity for probability that we talked about, that also is an uncertain variable. Okay. So we can set up the movie going rate with pass will be, so if it was 16 before, it will be 1 plus, and this should be absolute referenced. So that will be the new movie going rate, okay, increased by 25%. Okay, I missed the 1 there. Okay, so copy that, and let's have uniform number of decimal places. Now, segment size, okay, how many people in each segment? Okay, the total market size is 10 million. So take that, an absolute reference that, multiplied by the fraction. So that will give us the segment size of each segment. Next is the probability of a customer, the probability that a customer will subscribe in each of these segments. So we will set that up in the next video.